Can you
Yes,
put
ma'am.
in chat box whether you can? Okay, thank you. Okay, so let us start. Okay. It's to 7 already. 39 students have joined. Okay. So let us start with the class. What we did last time is how to find eigenvectors, right? In different situations. When the eigenvalues are different, when eigenvalues are repeated, what are the different methods to find out eigenvectors, right? Okay. Now today I am going to tell you about diagonalization of a matrix. See what is meaning of this. It is called as diagonalization of matrix. Okay. Now, meaning of diagonalization is, it is a process. You can take down students side by side. It is a process of reduction of matrix A to a diagonal form denoted by letter D. So, when a square matrix is given, how to convert it in the diagonal form? Now, for this, you have a procedure, you have the formula. Let me tell you what it is. There is a formula for diagonalization. D is equal to P inverse A into P. Then you may ask me, what is matrix P? So, where matrix P is called as modal matrix. Now, what is this modal matrix? It is the group of all eigenvectors. So, basically, when you start solving these problems, you are going to find out eigenvalues, eigenvectors, and modal matrix P, in which first column will be first eigenvector, second column will be second eigenvector, third column will be third eigenvector. That is modal matrix P. Then you will be finding P inverse. So see the placing of the matrices, students. P inverse is at the first place and P is at the last place, and middle matrix is E. Because you know that it is not like real numbers. 3 into 2 is same as 2 into 3, right? But in case of matrices, A into B need not be B into A, correct? So placing of matrices is very important. Now when you solve this, get a matrix D, see how it looks. It is nothing but the diagonal elements as your eigenvalues. So in the beginning only you have already got the eigenvalues. So same eigenvalues will reflect in the last step when you get your diagonal matrix. Okay, so let us write the working rule step by step how to diagonalize the matrix. Okay, so give the title working rule. First step is find the eigenvalues of given matrix A. Second step is find the eigenvectors of matrix A. Third step is group the eigenvectors into a square matrix called as modal matrix. We denote it by P. I repeat, group the eigenvectors into a square matrix called as modal matrix P. Okay. Fourth step is find P inverse, which you can easily find on calculator, inverse of a matrix. Fifth step is D is equal to P inverse A into P is called as similarity transformation. So there is a name for this procedure. D inverse A into P is called as similarity transformation, and when you solve this P inverse A into P, you get the resultant matrix. So that is your next step. The resultant matrix D is equal to lambda 1 0 0 0 lambda 2 0 0 0 lambda 3, where lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3 are eigenvalues of matrix A. You can see clearly, students, or you want me to dictate? Please tell me.
Ma'am, can you dictate the last part from the resultant matrix?
Last part, okay. The resultant matrix D is equal to lambda 1 0 0 0 lambda 2 0 0 0 lambda 3. Okay, where lambda 1, lambda 2 and lambda 3 are the eigenvalues of matrix A. Where lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3 are the eigenvalues of matrix A.
Yeah, thank
Okay?
you, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, so students, once you start solving example, you will understand what I am trying to say. One more point I want to add here, students, that is the last point I can say. Sometimes it will be asked to find out, hence find A raised to some number, right? Like, what is the extension of Cayley-Hamilton theorem, if you remember? Verify Cayley-Hamilton theorem and hence find A inverse, right? So we take help of the equation which we got and then we get A inverse.
Hello, ma'am.
A raised to some number. For example, suppose it is asked to find out A raised to n, right? Then we use this. Yes. Yes.
Hello, ma'am. It is very a blur, ma'am. Too much blur, ma'am.
Is it blur?
Yes, ma'am. Not clear also.
All are facing the same problem, students. Please tell me in the chat box.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait a second. Now see. Arey Puru, yes ma'am. Now see. Still?
Still, it is blur,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Still blur, okay.
It's blur.
Okay, now. Just wait a minute. Bring the change the internet. No change. Now, if it is better, you tell me, huh? Just I'm
No, ma'am.
changing the
It is
internet,
blurred.
like
Okay.
mobile data. Blur only, no, it is?
Yes, ma'am.
Now see.
Now
Yes,
it's
ma'am. It's
better.
clear now, ma'am.
Now it's clearer.
Okay. So I shifted to GeoNet now. Okay. Okay, so let us continue. You want to write it down, these things? You want me to dictate all points? Or you have already written down? Okay. Now see how to find a raised to n. There is a formula for a raised to n. The formula is like this: a raised to n is equal to p d raised to n p inverse. So remember this formula, students. Now what is important is, now placing of p and p inverse is reversed. In the formula of diagonal matrix, it is p inverse at first place, but here p is at first place. Okay. So this is going to give you a raised to n. Suppose a raised to 4 is asked to find out. Then it will be p d raised to 4 p inverse. Because p is your matrix which you are going to get. How d raised to n will look? Lambda 1 raised to n, 0, 0, 0, lambda 2 raised to n, 0, and 0, 0, lambda 3 raised to n. So this will be your a raised to n matrix after multiplying all three matrices. Okay. So please take down and we'll solve one example. Okay, done, students? Should I turn the page? Anybody is left to write down? Please tell me. Okay. So now let us solve the example, students. The question will be like this. This question comes minimum for 10 marks, students. Okay. Find matrix P. Find matrix P such that P inverse AP is a diagonal matrix and hence find a raised to 4. Okay. And the matrix given A is like this: 6, minus 2, 2, minus 2, 3, minus 1, 2, minus 1, 3. Okay. So see the question carefully, students. Find matrix P such that P inverse A into P is a diagonal matrix and hence find A raised to 4. And the matrix is 6, minus 2, 2, minus 2, 3, minus 1, and 2, minus 1, 3. Okay. Now follow the steps. First you need to find eigen values, right? So to find eigen values, follow the working rule which I gave you just now. To find eigen values, see the order of this matrix. It is 3 by 3, so you can go for shortcut method. And as I told you, if you go through the question papers, most of the times the matrix will be either 2 by 2 or 3 by 3. Okay. So what is the shortcut method? Lambda cube minus sum of diagonal elements lambda square plus the minus first 4 numbers, last 4 numbers and corner numbers lambda minus determinant value is equal to 0. Okay. So this is the shortcut formula I told you already we are going to use. So it is lambda cube minus 12 lambda square. Now just calculate this, how much you get? 6 3 is 18, 18 minus 4, this is 14 right here. Then this is plus, it is a 9, 9 minus 1, 8. Then this is plus 6 3 is 18 minus 4, that is 14. And 14 plus 8 plus 14, 36. So it is coming 36 lambda, correct? Now you need to find out determinant value, which you already know how to find it on calculator. Hope everybody knows this. So please find out the value and tell me. You can put on chat box what is the value of determinant. Okay, very good. So many students are getting 32. Hopefully each and everybody is doing this, okay? So it is plus 32, but minus sign is inbuilt here. So we have to give minus sign, okay? Now sometimes it may happen that value of the determinant comes negative. So at that time minus minus will become plus in the last term, okay? So be careful about signs. Now this is what? This is your characteristic equation. Now you need to find out the roots of this. How many roots you should get, students? Cubic equation, so 3 roots. This roots also will be given by calculator if you go to equation mode. Right, you can type your roots in the box, chat box, so that I'll come to know that everybody is doing. Ajima, Jeffin, Akash, Swati, Nauman, Nigel, Mohammed, Simi, okay, Muskan, Bipin. Okay, so almost everybody is getting the roots 8 to 2. So what calculator was showing you, students? 8 and 2, right? But as I told you, 2 gets repeated. So I'll write it in this way, 2 to 8 or 8 to 2, anything. Okay. Now, these are your eigen values. How to check whether your eigen values are correct or no? Because unless and until you check for these eigen values, don't proceed. Because if these values are wrong, means something is wrong in your calculation in the formula, right? Plus minus. So what is the way I told you how to check it? You have to see what is sum of the diagonal elements. 6 plus 3 plus 3. So it is 12, right? Sum of the diagonal elements is 12. And what is sum of eigenvalues, students? 8 plus 2 plus 2 is also 12. So this sum and this sum is matching. Okay, so just to avoid confusion, you can write inside the bracket sum of eigenvalues is equal to sum of diagonal elements of matrix A. So this is very important to check, because based on this your other calculations will be correct or false. Okay. Now once this is done, what is the next step, students? To find eigenvectors. How many eigenvectors you should get? 3 eigenvectors. 1 eigenvector for 1 eigenvalue, right? To find eigenvectors, what is the first step? You have to write matrix equation. All these things we have done in the last class, right? What is matrix equation? A minus lambda I x is equal to null matrix. Correct? Now this is A minus lambda I. What it will be now? 6 minus lambda, 3 minus lambda, and 3 minus lambda. Remaining terms will be same. Minus 2, minus 1, 2 and minus 1. And then this is x1, x2, x3 and the null matrix 0, 0, 0. And we name this equation as equation A. A minus lambda I means what we do exactly? From the diagonal elements of matrix A, we subtract lambda because remaining elements are zeros. So there is no point in writing something minus 0, right? Any doubt, students, till this step? If you have anything to ask, if you want me to explain something, please ask, because unless and until you tell, I will assume that you are understanding. Because at the end of the topic, I don't want to hear that, oh, I have not understood. What Muskan has typed, I checked, sorry, by mistake. Okay. So this type of mistakes happen, right? You may get wrong eigenvalues, right? And you will proceed with that. So don't do that. Now this is your equation A. Now tell me, students, what is the next step? You have to put these eigenvalues one by one in equation A. So let us put lambda is equal to 2 in equation A. Now be careful, this eigenvalue is repeated, students. So you are going to get equal equations, right? So you are going to get the answer in terms of K1, K2. So all these things you can predict by practice. For repeated eigenvalues, we get equal equations. And this one eigenvalue itself is going to give you two eigenvectors, because you have to choose values of K1 and K2 like last problem. Okay, so see what happens here. 6 minus 2 is 4, then minus 2, 2, minus 2, this is minus 1, minus 1, 2 minus 1, 3 minus, what is this here? 3 minus 2, no, this is plus 1, no? Plus 1. So this is 3 minus 2, this is also plus 1. And this is x1, x2, x3. And 0, 0, 0. Nothing I did, just I replaced lambda by 2. Now it's time to write the equations. So what are the equations here? First row into column, so it is 4x1 minus 2x2 plus 2x3 is equal to 0. Minus 2x1 plus x2 minus x3 is equal to 0. 2x1 minus x2 plus x3 is equal to 0. Right? Now when you look at these equations look different. Correct? Am I going fast, students? You are understanding, right, all of you? If you want, you can tell me to reduce the speed. Your suggestions you can give in chat box. Okay? So these equations we are going to rewrite, students. As I told you, if something is common, some number, some sign is common, you can cancel it. Now from the first equation, what is common? 2 is common. So I can divide whole equation by 2. So see what I get here. 2x1 minus x2 plus x3 is equal to 0 by 2 is 0. Second equation, I will divide whole equation by minus 1 or multiply whole equation by minus 1. So minus will become plus, plus will become minus, and minus will become plus. Third equation, nothing is common and first term is already positive. So we are not going to touch third equation. Is that clear? And now if you observe these three equations, they are same equations. Correct or no? Okay. Now when the equations are same, what I told you, you have to assume these numbers as K1 and K2. So, can I turn the page, students, or anybody still writing? I can turn the page, right? Yeah. So, see here what is happening. You are getting a single equation. And what is that single equation you got, students? I'll write here. It was 2x1 minus x2 plus x3, right? Correct, no? Okay. Now, once you get this equation, as I told you, there is only one equation and three unknowns. So, you have to assume any two of this as k1 and k2. Okay. So, let x1 be k1 and x2 be k2. So, what this implies, students? What will be x3? This minus will become plus. So, it will be k2 minus 2k1. Isn't it? Any doubt you can ask me. So what is your eigenvector? How it will look? I am not writing x1, x2 and all. Just x I am writing because this is the general eigenvector I am writing. x1 is k1, x2 is k2. Because basically what happens, students? x1, x2, x3, which you take in matrix equation, that itself is your eigenvector for that particular lambda. Okay, so k1, k2, k3, and k3 is what here? k2 minus 2k1. So this is your general eigenvector. But now, as I said, lambda is equal to 2 repeated twice. So you have to get two different eigenvectors. Now it is your choice for k1 and k2, but always take very small numbers like 0, 1, minus 1, and so on. Try to avoid fractions because for further calculations it will be tedious. And when you are choosing the values, see that nothing comes common in between these numbers. So I am choosing k1 is equal to 0 and k2 is equal to 1. And in the second place I am choosing k1 is equal to 1 and k2 is equal to 0. It is allowed. Just I am interchanging the values. But never take all elements 0, 0, 0. Okay, because eigenvector is never 0, 0, 0. Eigenvector is not unique. Because some students may think that I want to take 1, 1. Okay, no problem, go ahead. Your matrix P will be different, P inverse will be different, but what will be unique? The final diagonal matrix will be unique. You understood what I am saying, students? Okay. So now this values will give me x1, that is the first eigenvector. 0, 1, k2 minus 2, k1, right? It is 1 minus 0, that will be 1. Similarly, what I'll get in place of this? 1, 0, and 0 minus 2. So it will be minus 2, right? So this is my second eigenvector. Anybody is having any doubt? Okay. So two eigenvectors are done. Now the third eigenvector. To find the third eigenvector, see students, just as the experiment, you can choose different values of k1, k2 at both places. And we all can check whether our final answer is correct. Some students can take 1, 1 here. And here you can take 1, 0 or 0, 1. Don't take 0, 0. Okay. Some students can take 2, 1. So just as the experiment, take different values. So your x1, x2 will be different. And then we will check whether our final answer is correct or not. Same or not. Now to find the third eigenvector, we have to put lambda is equal to, what is the third value here? Third value is 8, no? 8 in equation A. Okay. So So in equation A, you have to put the third value of eigenvector. So can you tell me, who will tell me what is the matrix you are getting? And this will be x1, x2, x3, and then this will be 0, 0, 0, right? Rajat, can you tell me what is the matrix here you are getting? Rajat, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me the matrix.
Hello.
Yes, Rajat, tell me.
Minus 2,
Hmm?
minus 2,
Hmm?
2,
Hmm?
minus 2,
Hmm?
minus 5,
Hmm?
minus 1,
Hmm?
2,
Hmm?
minus 1,
Hmm?
minus 5.
Very good. Very good. Okay. So now let us write the equations for this. What are the equations here? Minus 2x1 minus 2x2 plus 2x3 is equal to 0. Minus 2x1 minus 5x2 minus x3 is equal to 0. 2x1 minus x2 minus 5x3 is equal to 0. Right? Now if you observe whether these equations are same, clearly no. Why? Because even if you cancel this minus 2 from here, we are not going to get the same equation, right? So let us take any two equations of this. You can try with different equations. I am taking first equation, but at the same time what I am doing now, students, I am cancelling. I am dividing whole equation by minus 2. So I am getting this x1, x2 minus x3 is equal to 0. Why minus here? Because I am dividing equation 1 by minus 2. This is not compulsory step. You can take the equation as it is. And second equation, all terms are negative c and the right hand side is 0. So I can multiply whole equation by minus 1. So minus will become plus. Right? If you want, you can take first and last equation also, last two equations also. Now once I get this, I told you how to solve it. With x1 upon the determinant minus x2 upon the determinant, x3 upon the determinant is equal to k. Now when I write denominator for x1, students, I have to hide x1 column and write the coefficients 1 minus 1, 5, 1, right? Then hide middle column 1 minus 1, 2, 1. Then hide x3 column and coefficients 1, 1, 2, 5. Correct? So I am doing the same thing which we did in yesterday's class. So what it is, x1 divided by cross multiply, it is 1 minus minus plus 5, right? Minus x2 divided by 1 plus 2. x3 divided by 5 minus 2 is equal to 2. x1 by 6, x2 by minus 3 and x3 by 3 is equal to k. This minus sign always you have to bring down. Huh? Don't forget to do that. And now if I want to write x3, am I going to write 6 minus 3, 3? You have to write x3, the eigenvector always in the simplest form, students. Yes, you have to cancel the common factors. So how it will look? It will be 2 minus 1, 1. Outside there is k, but we are not interested. And this is same as what? It can be written also as minus 2, 1, minus 1 also. Some students may get this also if your k is -1. So don't think that this is wrong. If whichever numbers are plus, you should get minus. Whichever numbers are minus, you should get plus. Followed. So this is also correct. So while solving problem, you take this or this. Finally, you will get the same answer. So all of you understood, students, how we got three vectors x1, x2 and x3. Okay. Now you have to go for the modal matrix. The next step is write the modal matrix P. Okay. Anybody is writing, please tell me to wait. If you are not saying anything, means you have already completed. Okay, so next step is to find modal matrix. Now what I said about modal matrix, students, it is denoted by letter P. First column is first eigenvector. So what is first eigenvector I got here is 0, 1, 1. Second column is second eigenvector 1, 0, minus 2. And third column is the third eigenvector. And the third eigenvector is what I got, third eigenvector 2, minus 1, 1. No? 2, minus 1, 1. Okay. So this is modal matrix. All of you understood how to write modal matrix. First column is the first eigenvector, second column is the second eigenvector, and third column is third eigenvector. Okay. Now, next step is to find P inverse, which you can easily find on the calculator by using matrix function. So all of you do quickly and tell me what is P inverse. So all are aware, no, how to find inverse on calculator.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, if the arrangement of the P matrix is interchanged, will the answer change?
No, because it depends upon how you are taking eigenvalues, right? If you started with 8, your first eigenvector will be 2, minus 1, 1, right? So answer will be same. Okay, who will tell me the inverse? Rashi, can you tell what is P inverse? Rashi, can you hear me?
Hello? Hello?
Yes. Have you got P inverse?
No, ma'am, I'm not getting.
Okay, but you know how to do it on calculator? Have you learned?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sujit, can you tell me what is P inverse? Sujit, are you there? Where is Sujit? Sujit, can you
Yes,
hear
ma'am.
me? Okay, can you tell me what is P inverse? Are you doing? Others, have you got P inverse? Why you people are taking so long to find inverse? Others, have you done?
No, I'm doing, ma'am. I'm doing, ma'am.
Okay, do fast. So long you are taking, Are? Anybody else got P inverse or nobody is getting?
Ma'am, 1 by 3,
Ajima is telling, wait, 1 by 3,
5 by 6,
hmm,
1 by 6,
hmm,
1 by 3,
hmm,
1 by 3,
hmm,
minus 1 by 3,
hmm,
1 by 3,
hmm,
minus 1 by 6,
hmm.
and 1 by 6.
Okay, very good. So this is correct answer for P inverse. See that everybody is doing. Okay, don't just go on copying. So P is done, P inverse is done. Now it's time to write formula for D. D is what? P inverse A into P. So as I said, you have to be careful while placing P inverse and P. In the formula of D, P inverse comes at the first place, right? Now see students, P inverse, if you want to get rid of fraction, what you can do? Or if you want to write it in the, what is common in these numbers? 1 by 3 I can take out, no? If I take out 1 by 3, then what will remain here? Here it will be 1, no? Then here means I am multiplying and dividing by 3 to this matrix, right? I am dividing outside and I am multiplying inside by 3. So it will be 5 by 2, 1 by 2, 1, 1 minus 1, correct, no? 1 minus half and half. This is not compulsory step, but just I am telling you to reduce the fractions. Okay. So now let us substitute 1 by 3 P inverse matrix I am writing. A is the given matrix. What is matrix A? 6 minus 2, 2, minus 2, 3 minus 1, 2 minus 1, 3. And matrix P, which is our model matrix, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0 minus 1, 1 minus 2, 1. Okay. Now, we are going to multiply these matrices. Okay. And my battery power is very low, charging is very low. I don't know. Okay. Forty-two students are there. Who is absent today? Any idea? Total 43 students, right? So Ishan, just can you find out, because I don't think my battery will work till the end. Just find out and tell me, Ishan. Okay? Yes. So this is 1 by 3. Can you multiply these 3 on the calculator again, keeping 1 by 3 outside itself? Anybody got? Please tell me. Matrix multiplication. You can multiply these 3 matrices, right, on the calculator. So when you do it, you will get like this: 6, 0, 0, 0, 6, 0, 0, 0, 24. And then I'll be dividing every number by 3, which is outside. So it is 2, 0, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0, 8. Correct? And if you observe this matrix, students, the diagonal elements are nothing but your eigenvalues, right? Diagonal elements are